Hey, Scott Grove from Magic Grove, and in the last episode I talked about how you could easily put a thick veneer around a door. So this is a cherry veneer door, and instead of putting thin veneer where that edge might be a little vulnerable, we bought some 16th inch veneer, and it just gives a little more sturdiness, if you will. And this is how I did it, where you put the veneer strip down and you clamp the panel down. So check out that video. But now we got to trim off the overhang, and how do you do that? So a lot of people would simply take a flush trim bit and run a router this way, or put it in a router table and run it that way. The problem with that is that it often will split this out, even with a climb cut. And also, if you rock the panel or the router, you can easily dig into your thin veneer. So the system I use, instead of having the spindle this way, we have the spindle this way with no bearing on the top, and what it's doing, it's cutting in. So we have a shim sheet, we've raised the surface above, we have a router bit here. Actually, I took the bearing off, and we can now run our wood here. Let me put this on the other side so you can at least see what's going on. And this is going to come in at 90 degrees from this way, if that makes any sense. So it's compressing the wood into the panel, and there's less chance of it blowing out. And also, instead of putting the panel this way, I'm going to do a climb cut also, so that's even safer. And yeah, so let me show you how this works. We'll router one of these off. For what it's worth, when you raise this bit, you want it just a hair below, so obviously you're not cutting into your veneer at all, and I'll leave it just slightly proud. Took out most of the material. There's just like a fingernail full. A little sandpaper will take care of that, and we will have an edge band door. And yeah, that's how I do it for this type of application. Hope that helps. There you go. Not bad. Like, share, comment, all the above. Thanks for watching. Okay.